In this video, we will be learning about how to create shadow copies of our existing Moodle site. Now, there are several reasons behind creating shadow copies. One of them could be if you are doing a major upgrade, then I will always recommend creating a shadow copy of your Moodle site and then doing the upgrade on that copied version, so that in case if things didn't go as well, you always have the original Moodle site running. Other reason could be you have created your Moodle site and then you want to make copies of it so that all copies run independently. And third could be if you are migrating your site from one hosting provider to other, procedure will be the same. So to start, just as a refresher, Moodle has three parts. One will be the Moodle installation folder. So I'm on my control panel. I'll go into my file manager and go into my public HTML directory. What I've already done is I have used the script installer and installed a Moodle site. As you can see, my Moodle site, I've named it as Moodle 27 and Moodle 27 first site, so that once I'll create a second site, I will rename it, showing you that both are working independently. Then the other part is on my home or root directory, I have Moodle data folder that is created when you are installing your Moodle. And then the third thing is database. So my Moodle site has this database MOOD 906 that was created automatically by my script installer. If you are installing your Moodle manually, then you have to create your database and the user manually yourself, and then while installation, Moodle will fill up this database with the required files that are required by Moodle. So what we'll be doing is we will be creating independently Moodle data folder and Moodle database for each of our sites so that both sites will work independently. Just as we are here, because we have got another user, good thing, Nicholas query just popped up right before I was about to record this video. What Nicholas has been doing is creating copies of this folder but keeping the Moodle data folder and the database same. So essentially he has got 4 sites, but they all were accessing the same Moodle data folder and the same database. So essentially changing things in one site were affecting the same database that was accessed by all other sites and the same Moodle data that was essentially accessed by other sites. So essentially what we have to do is we have to create independent copies of Moodle data and database. So first thing what I'll be doing is I'll be creating another database. So I'm in my MySQL databases and let's call it Mood 28 because later on I'll be installing Moodle 28, new Moodle site. And then I'll create a user for my database. I can name the user same as my database, so it's MOOD 28. Create a password for the user, and then what I'll do is I'll be joining this user to my database. Click add, it will ask for privileges, click all, make changes, and that's about it. I'll go back and I'll see my newly created database with my user, but it's still empty because I haven't inserted anything in it. Now what I'll do is I'll make copy of my existing database that is running my main Moodle site. At the same time, I'll make copy of my Moodle data folder and my Moodle installation directory. Now this directory is the same that you download from Moodle site. So I'll create another folder here, say call it Moodle 28. which will serve as my shadow copy of my Moodle 27. Now what I'll do is I'll copy everything that's inside my Moodle 27 into my Moodle 28. If you are migrating from this server to another, what essentially you'll be doing is clicking this folder and then compressing it. It will create a compressed copy of Moodle 27, downloading this copy onto your desktop or computer and then uploading it to a new server. Same case I'll be doing for my Moodle data directory. So I'll create new folder and call it Moodle data say 2. You can name it anything you want. And what I'll do is I'll be copying everything from my Moodle data to my Moodle data 2 folder. So I'll copy Moodle data 2, copy files. Once again, essentially if you are moving your site from one server to another, what you'll be doing is clicking this folder, compressing it, and then downloading the compressed and then uploading to the new server and then uncompressing it. So now whatever I had in my Moodle data directory is in my Moodle data 2 as well. I'll do the same thing for my Moodle installation directory, which is on my public HTML. So I'll do copy everything from here, copy to Moodle 28, which is going to be my shadow copy of this Moodle site. So copy file, and everything is copied here as well. Now I'm going to make a backup copy of my database that is serving my Moodle 27. So I'll come to my control panel and here I'll see backups. Click backups and we have got Moodle 28, which is going to be my new database for my new site or the copied site, and then I've got existing database which is serving my main Moodle 27 site. So click here and it will automatically compress the file, save it, and I'll open my local directory, move it to my desktop. And now what I'll do is I'll go into my PHP My Admin. Here you will see both databases, my Moodle 906, which is my original database from my Moodle site, which has everything already installed, and my newly created database that is, as we speak, empty. Now I'm going to copy whatever was in my previous Moodle site into this one. So selecting this and then clicking import, browse, desktop, and then I've got my database file that I downloaded. Click open and then click go. It will take few seconds because it's nearly 400 tables that are going to be recreated for us. And that's about it. Now I can see my newly created database populated with my tables. What I'm going to do is now going to my file manager and then change the config file for my shadow copy. So click config, edit, and I will give paths to my new directories. So the new directory is 28 8, and then new data root is Moodle data 2, and as well our database name and the database username are different, so I'm gonna write here Moodle 28 as I remember. Just have to make sure it's Moodle 28. Yep, so it's Moodle 28 on both user and database, and then I have to change the password as well. Tell me 123. This was a password that I kept for my new database. That's about it. Save it, and now I'm going to open my shadow copy. .org/Moodle28. Mistaken by academic tools.org/Moodle28, which is going to be my shadow copy of my original Moodle. Press enter and it will open my site, but in form of a shadow copy. Now I'll prove it to you that this is really a shadow copy. I'm going to log in. It will inherit the same username and passwords that are with my first Moodle site. So admin, password, click login, and I'm going to change the site name here, and then going to front page, call it Moodle 28, and Moodle 28 second site, or call it shadow copy. Press save, and if I have to refresh my first copy, the original copy, it's Moodle 27 and my Moodle 28. Now I am going to upgrade this Moodle 28, which originally is the shadow copy of my Moodle 27, and the version I've used is Moodle 2.7.3 as I remember. Now I'm going to upgrade this copy to Moodle 2.8, which is the latest as I speak. So for that I'm going to go to my file manager again, and then I've already uploaded the Moodle 2.8.1 that was uploaded to Moodle service just few hours before. I'm going to uncompress it, extract, and then extract files. And now my Moodle 2.8 is right about here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my shadow copy with 2.8. What I have to do is copy my config file from my shadow copy to my Moodle 2.8 so that I can upgrade my Moodle 2.7.3 to Moodle 2.8.1. Before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to my Moodle site 2 and going to put this in maintenance mode. So server maintenance mode, and then enable. Save changes. Now what I'm going to do here is use another browser and try to access my site. Academic Moodle 28. What I see here is a maintenance message that my site is going under maintenance. Now this is a very crucial step. I will always recommend making a shadow copies before you are doing a major upgrade. Now if I have to tell you about major and minor upgrades, If you are doing upgrade from version, for example, 2.7.1 to 2.7.2, this is considered a minor upgrade. In minor upgrades, you can always put your site in maintenance mode and the users that are coming to your site will see the maintenance message. But when you're doing a major upgrade, now this is where things get tricky. Regardless, if you have put your site in maintenance mode, it won't work. I'll show you. I've just put my site in maintenance mode. Now I'm going to copy the config file from my shadow copy to my Moodle 2.8, and then I'm going to rename my old shadow copy as 28 old, rename, and my new Moodle 2.8, which I'm going to do the installation from, as Moodle 28. Moodle 28, rename. Now if I have to refresh here in my shadow copy, or in fact go to home, see, it will take me to my administration, showing me the upgrade that is about to happen from version 2.7.3 to 2.8.1. But what happens if I am accessing the site as a user? Before, we have seen that we have gone to the site and we can see the maintenance message. Now if as an ordinary user, as a student, if I'm going to access the site, press enter, I won't be seeing any maintenance message, but the same message that the site administrator is seeing. I don't know why this happens, but this happens. When you're doing a major upgrade, regardless your site was in maintenance mode, it won't work. So it's always recommended before doing a major upgrade that you create a shadow copy and do the major upgrade on that shadow copy, and once everything works fine, so for example, my installation has been fine, I've tested everything, I can delete everything and then rename my newly installed or newly updated copy as Moodle 27, which was the name of my original site. So what I'm going to do is click continue. And it will check my plugins for me if they are installed, because this is a major upgrade, so you can expect all the plugins that were in 2.7 to be upgraded. So you can just go to the bottom, click upgrade Moodle database now. Click continue, and now I have to log in once again. And any new settings that came with a new version of Moodle, you have to set these up. I'm going to just skip that, save changes. And now my shadow copy that was on Moodle 2.7 is now upgraded to 2.8. And that's about it. Wasn't a difficult task, or was it? Anyway,